This Lego piece used to be light gray, but as you can see, it has been in the sun for way too long and is now closer to dark tan than it is to light gray. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can actually reverse this yellowing. It's actually quite simple. All you need is one common chemical known as hydrogen peroxide. This is the sort of thing that you can get pretty easily. You should be able to find it at like a pharmacy or something. It's pretty easy to get, and so what you'll need to do is just put your pieces in hydrogen peroxide and leave them in the sunlight. That is very important. It won't work if it's not in the sunlight, but that will undo the yellowing. So I like to use this little vial right here since it's sealed, but it's transparent. So I like to put all my pieces in here, and yeah, I would recommend doing it in a sealed container if you can, just to prevent like animals from getting into it while it's outside or something like that. I guess if we do it in a window, it doesn't matter. So here I have a few other pieces that I'm gonna de-yellow. Hopefully I can get these wheels inside the vial. The one thing with this small vial is that it might not fit two plate wide things to the top. I've used it before, I don't remember if it does or not, so hopefully I can get those in there. But yeah, I've got a white piece that's looking faintly yellow. Can't really see it on camera, but so yeah, just a few different pieces. This transparent one is going to be a bit of an experiment, because if I show you, this one up top is a newer one, this one here is an older piece that's looking faintly yellow, so I'm going to see if I can de-yellow transparent parts. I'm not sure if that works or not, so we'll have to find that out. And this one here also, just an important thing to bring up, this here is actually old gray. There's a difference between yellow to light bluish gray and old dark gray. You can see that a little bit here, but anyway, I thought I'd put it in there just to see if it changes color at all, but it probably won't, so be aware that some of your parts might not change color, and that's because they're the older gray colors, which have a bit of a more yellow look that you can't undo. And just a quick safety warning, make sure you read like the warnings and all that on the back, because this can be harmful. Do not drink it. I think it's fine to touch it, but yeah, just make sure you read that and don't do anything dumb. If you're wondering about like the science of like why this works, as far as I know, I'm not a chemist, but my understanding is that what's actually happening when it's put in the sunlight is a process known as decomposition, which is basically where the H2O2 or hydrogen peroxide molecules, they break down into H2O and O2, or water and oxygen, and something about that process affects the plastic. I don't know very much about that part, but that's kind of what's happening. Alright, it's a nice sunny summer day outside, so I'm just gonna set my vial of pieces here on this table and let the chemical do its thing. About every hour or so I like to come and shake it, because you'll notice bubbles forming. That's like the oxygen that's from the decomposition. So I like to shake it, get the pieces from different angles. I'm probably just gonna leave this here all day, especially for that one piece that's really yellow. That's gonna need a long time, but yeah, that's it. All right, here are the pieces after being in the hydrogen peroxide. I actually left them out there for pretty much 2 full days, which was probably more than necessary, but this one was really yellowed, so that might have been what it needed. I don't know, probably too much, but as you can see, there's no visible yellowing. This is the yellowed one, and it looks like the exact same as the other one I have. And so yeah, it works really well. As you can see, no noticeable yellowing on any of these. This one used to look like it was old gray, and I have the old gray piece here, but as you can see, definitely a big difference. This one did not change very much. I'll compare it to the previous images I have to see if there's much of a change, but I don't think it really did. That's just because it's old gray, it's not going to change. That's just the color it is. And yeah, they're all looking really good. And if we look at the transparent piece, which is a bit of an experiment, it looks definitely less yellowed. It still doesn't quite match the color of this new one, but that might just be a color variation that Lego kind of does sometimes, where they change the colors a little bit. But it looks really good. It looks definitely a bit better than it did before. So yeah, apparently transparent pieces can be unyellowed as well, so that's cool. Alright, so I did just notice something that you should be aware of. This piece here was one of the pieces I put in the hydrogen peroxide. This one did not get put in the hydrogen peroxide. They're both supposed to be dark bluish gray. And yeah, there's a very big difference here. And yeah, looking at other dark bluish gray parts, as you can see, this one is definitely lighter. So I'm assuming that must be an effect of the hydrogen peroxide. It did not look like this before. So yeah, I'm assuming that's because I left it out there for 2 days. It must have really undone a lot of the coloring or something, like taken out a bunch of the color. I don't really know, but yeah, I haven't noticed this with any of the other parts. Like there was another dark gray part there and that one looks fine. But yeah, just keep in mind, don't do it for too long if you can help it. So yeah, if you have any yellowed parts in your collection, I would recommend doing this because it makes them look a whole lot better. And also it does increase the value of them if that's something you're interested in. Like if you ever want to sell some old sets, undoing any yellowing would make it worth more. Or if you say sell parts on Brooklyn, then it might be worth it for you to do this too, because I know people hate it when they buy used pieces, especially white ones, and get yellowed ones. So if you have any yellowed ones, this is a great way to make them a lot better and improve your customer experience. Anyway, I hope this video has been helpful, and thanks for watching.